The Zionist movement was born after months and even years of Jewish and Zionist people who are strong left leaders having felt alienated and marginalized from the issues that they care deeply about because of their Jewish and Zionist identities. It's a conversation that's been happening a lot in the Jewish community, in the Zionist community, and I think we've all participated in it at some point over the last year. I was having conversations with friends, just informal conversations in my apartment with friends sitting around literally eating hummus, can't even make that up, and just talking about how we wanted to respond and if there was a way to successfully respond to this marginalization of Jews and Zionists from the progressive left, where we've always belonged and where we've always felt at home and where we've always been fighting for issues that mattered to all of us. So we were brainstorming and coming up with a bunch of different ideas. And this was even before what happened in Chicago in June at the Dyke March. So for anyone who doesn't know what happened in Chicago, there were two women who identified as Dykes and Zionists, and they came with pride flags with a Jewish star. There was no Israel-related content in their speech or their images, but there was a Jewish star. And they were asked to leave, and they were told that the Jewish star represented a threat, and that they weren't welcome to participate, even though they were simply there representing their identities as gay women, Zionists. Actually, sorry, not Zionists, Jews. They were asked to leave. And it started a national conversation around something that's been going on for quite a long time, where a lot of people have been saying it's not anti-Semitism, it's anti-Zionism. And so when you see what happened at the Dyke March and you see that it had nothing to do with Israel and it was just the Jewish star that was unwelcome, that was seen as a symbol of oppression and patriarchy and rape culture, it really opened people's eyes to the fact that this alienation is not, it's not anti-Zionism, it's anti-Semitism. And so when the Chicago Slut Walk organizers said that they endorsed the decision of the Dyke March to kick these women out, we decided that we had to show up, and we had to show up proudly as Jews and also show up proudly as women and feminists who care about women's issues and equality for women, and who think that slut shaming and victim blaming is terrible and that it's a pervasive problem in our society that has to be addressed. And so we went and said, we come in solidarity, we come to stand with you, but we're not going to check our identities at the door. And so we were really excited to participate. And to go back to the earlier question about the reaction, we were totally unwelcome. And the speeches at the Chicago Slut Walk were entirely about the Palestinians and about Israel and about Israeli society and culture, and the way that these people who were targeting Jews and saying that the Jewish star initially would be banned from the march, how they envision Israeli policy vis-a-vis the Palestinians as being the only issue that needed to be addressed at the Chicago Slut Walk. And that was at the moment, really, when we realized that this was going to be something powerful, that it was something really necessary, and that there was a void that needed to be filled.